Okay, you're on.
Hi everyone, Sarah here from the Paper Cut. We are in Crafters Classroom today. It is Sunday the 17th. I lost my train of thought. Anyways, we're here and let's first check and make sure we have sound and audio because my dog is coming into the room and he's like really unsure about what's going on, but he came in to see my mom because she just flew in here. So I think he's like, you did come and say, oh, that's it. She's eating a sandwich. But he was like walking really slow, which is what made me lose my train of thought. But yeah, she didn't go in and say hi to him, and she has food, and so he's like just really slowly like coming in because he's unsure on the hardwood floors. Anyways, let's make sure we have sound and audio. Total distraction. Just really slowly like coming in because yep, we have audio and I have sound. Today we are doing shadow and tree stamping. So let's see. We've got a few people on already. That's great. Hi, everyone.
Hi, puppy.
And I'm just going to set my phone here. My mom just rolled in. She was at Costco today serving Danishes, but she sold them all, so she didn't bring us any samples.
Yeah.
But she did bring a sandwich, which I just inhaled right before going live. And I didn't save any for Dodge. Poor Dodge. He did just eat. He's not starving.
I'm not starving, okay.
But there's carts and stuff out in the office, and he is unsure about everything that's not normal. So, poor guy. Hang on a second. Go down to the table, Mom, and I'm going to walk him back to his bed because he's just like being weird. Come here, Dodge. This way. Come here.
That poor doggy. And my computer has been giving me fits. Now I don't know what's going on here. I'm getting off of here.
Okay, we got him. We're down at the table. I got him back on his bed in my office. He doesn't like the hard floor, which we had another bigger dog years ago, and he didn't like the hard floor either. So anyways, and Dodge doesn't like carts and doors and anything. So we are doing, if you ordered this kit, you got both of these stamp sets in the kit. So we're using those. And then you also got a some mini ink cubes. Now, I had all my stuff and somewhere and I can't find it. So I had to go pull myself some of the larger ink pads of the colors that you guys have. But you did get mini ink cubes. And we did run out of some of the colors, so there are a few of you that did get a couple at the end that got some full-size pads. So I'm using full-size pads today because I swear I had them all set for class, and now in my chaos I can't find them. So, but whatever. So we are doing these 4 cards. Let's go ahead and start with this one because that one has some splattering and it's using different colors, and then we'll get that one out of the way. I gotta see if I have. So what's up, Mom?
No, my computer won't.
Your computer is being weird?
It's being extremely weird.
Oh, well, yeah, her computer is sometimes weird. It's getting to that point where you might actually need a new one. Mm-hmm. I have one of those too. We talked about that the other day. Mm-hmm. Where I have one that I really like because it has all the older programs on it that I haven't updated because I don't want to because I know how they work. So.
Okay, it's not letting me in Facebook.
And are you going to switch browsers? Well, I can see Facebook comments on the Paper Cut. So in this kit, we have an envelope. I'm trying to get situated here. We have a card. Now this card is, you'll feel it, and it's the 120-pound brilliant white, which I don't think it's actually that brilliant of a white, but that's what the mill calls it. This is our cougar, so you can definitely see the difference between that. And I actually match it, I think I matched it with Sweet Tooth or whipped cream which I don't think is a highly white either, but they go good together. But yeah, this is our Cougar, which is a much brighter white. So don't let the name fool you, but if you like a really heavy card base and it's a very hard surface, that's what the Brilliant White is about. All right, and then these were die cut out of the Sweet Tooth, which is a pop tone, and you can actually feel the difference. So there's a little bit of tooth to these versus the Brilliant White, which is like a super smooth. And I actually prefer stamping on it, so that's why I did my words on that one. Because I just think you get a crisper image than on these, which I did the tree on those, but that's okay because that's a tree. But words I prefer on there. So I'm setting this aside. Enough babbling. And I'm setting, actually we can take and we can attach this one right to the card front because nothing happens with it. So let's get it out of the way. I usually use my 1/2-inch tape gun. Did you get hooked up yet,
No,
Mom?
I can't. I don't know what's going on. I have no clue. I'm going to start my computer over again.
Okay. So if you're commenting, I can see Facebook. I can't see YouTube. So we'll have to wait till my mom gets her computer restarted. So anyways, I did my tree bottom just on a clear block, and actually I have some of my other ones on the back of it. There we go. Take that off. And I have my words on a clear block. If you have multiple clear blocks, go ahead and get them out. Then you don't have to switch them. But I did my tree top on my stamping platform because then I could stamp it a couple times if I wanted. Actually, I'm going to stamp my words first just because then I can just kind of set those aside. I have a tendency to smooge, especially if my hands are dirty. So if I can set stuff aside, and I've got an open mind because, like I said, I cannot find my set of cubes. Somebody may have ended up with my set of cubes. I don't know. So I've got the big ones. Most of you have cubes. If you have a big one in your kit, it's because we ran out of a couple colors of the cubes, like the rust and the brick. And maybe the ultramarine too, I'm not sure. Anyways, I did use the chocolate for my words. Now, one thing about clear stamps, so we're using this word right here, and the tree top and the tree bottom. One thing about clear, when you're using brand new clear, you need to season them kind of like the old rubber stamps where you would stamp it on and off a few times to season it. These you take a red rubber eraser, I happen to have a white one, and you go over the top of it because there's some residual on there from the actual manufacturing process. So, and you'll feel when you first open up a brand new set of clear stamps, they're sticky. Okay, but once you go over them with your eraser, that takes the stick off. And I do usually recommend stamping onto a scratch piece of paper, which I'm just pulling that out. Oh, I did forget to email. Crud. I forgot to email, so if you found me, great. But I did forget to send out an email like I normally do. How was my run on Thursday? Well, I was taken in by the...
It tasted like ice cream.
It tasted like ice cream. Yeah. But I did go on Friday and Saturday. So... Yeah, I was like, oh, nuts. I want to eat my ice cream now. So, and it was 80 degrees. I am a fair weather runner. The heat just does me in. So, yeah. I prefer the mornings when it's like, my perfect running weather is like mid 50s, because then I heat up. So 50s to 60. So tomorrow morning I am going. So you ask me that on Thursday. Ask me how my Monday run was, because I'm supposed to do 6 miles tomorrow morning. And I've never done 6 miles before. So yes.
With John?
No, I'm doing it by myself.
Oh.
Just me and my listening to the Peloton coach. I'm doing one of their outdoor workouts. And I already found a 75-minute run, which it should, I'm slow, so I'm like a 12, well, if I go shorter distances, I can get down to 11 and a half, and that's kind of my goal, but longer, I slow down tremendously. Anyways, yes, ask me on Thursday.
My password for Facebook, Sarah, it will not let me in, period.
But are you going on the paper cut?
Well, that's, I tried to get there, that's what was giving me a fit earlier, so let's go over there.
Okay, so we're going to stamp our words. And you have a big enough piece that even if you smooge it, you know, you can just re-stamp it, or you can stamp it a few times.
I'm just going to go over to YouTube right now.
Okay, my mom's going over to YouTube. I can see comments. Oh, I'm stamping all crooked today. What the heck? That's what Ev says every once in a while. What the heck? They were over last night. I had them overnight.
You had both babies last night?
Yep, I had them last night,
nice.
overnight. So I'm just going to set that aside. Then we are going to go on to our tree top. And again, I'm using a stamping platform. I'm going to set this off to the side. So I'm using my stamping platform. Now this one I don't want to screw up because I only have one. Oh, and I must have used black the last time. I'm going to have to get a stamp cleaner out.
Well, the browser that wasn't working earlier is now working.
Okay, well that's good. So I'm going to clean this off really quick because I did use black last time. And then obviously I didn't clean it off. So before I stamp onto my good one, I am actually going to grab a piece of scratch paper and stamp onto that first. Just in case I have any residual black. Okay. All right, so inking. Again, you guys are using the little mini ink cubes. They're much easier than using the big ones. The top I am doing with, and again, you want to use your eraser, but I'm going to do the top kind of yellow. And if you want to do any other color besides the color combination that I used, you rock on. Yes, much easier using the little mini ink cubes than the big one. And I'm going to do it twice because I'm going to stamp it on a piece of scratch paper just because mine had black and I didn't clean it, so I'm testing it. Oh, and that did not stamp very good at all. I swear my table has some give to it because I missed pushing down, which the platform I should not miss. And I've got my clear. Oh, you know why it is? It's because my paper is going down over here and it's catching right there. Huh. Who knew? Hang on a second. I don't usually use a huge piece of paper in there, but that is exactly what happened. All right, what not to do when you're using a stamping platform. Do not use a huge piece of paper that interferes with the top of it. All right, here we go again. Probably going to be stamping this 3 times now, because I'm going to stamp it again and then I'm going to stamp it onto my real one. I'm glad I didn't do it on my real one right away. Couldn't figure out why I was missing that. I'm still missing that, and I don't know what the problem is. Oh, well, there's magnets behind there. All right. Oh, well, that doesn't all fill in anyways. Duh. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. So, re-inking one more time. My yellow ochre. All right, now I'm going to pray. I'm positioning so it ends up coming off both sides, and I did not put my little magnets in. I feel like I have some give behind my table or underneath my pad, and I'm totally missing part of this stamp, which is weird because I just did this to make the samples and it worked perfect. I'm about to take it off my stamp platform. Well, it's better. It's still not great. But you know what? It's ticking me off. I can tell you that much. I'm going to try this one more time. 4th time's a charm, hopefully. I hope you all are having better luck than I am. Please let me know. You've got that 6 coming and you will get her done.
Oh crap, no, I don't know what I did in here.
My mom and I are both having all kinds of issues tonight.
Oh. Oh, God. I have no clue.
Okay, well, I'm moving on. Inking up my tree bottom. Then I'm going to stamp my tree in some of these missing spots. And if I want to fill it in, I could always take a blending brush and do that. Again, make sure that you did your, took your eraser to your stamp. Yes, there are some open spots, but I could see on mine that my my platform is being weird. So that one's lighter than my original one, so I'm not as happy with it. And that one's missing some of the spots. So, but it just goes to show you that stamping is not perfection. That's for sure.
Okay, so now I'm in the conversation.
Okay. Good. Glad you joined us, Mom.
Yeah, I'm glad I did too.
I am going to try and stamp this one more time because I'm not happy. Usually I'm a go for it, but tonight.
Diane said, yes, you've got that 6 coming and you will get her done.
Yep. I hope I get her done.
About this already?
I just mentioned I didn't read the whole thing.
Okay, she said she needs some heavy cardstock to make A2 card bases and she'll center score them.
Yep, that would be this is a pretty heavy card base. So I'm going to try this one more time over the top and hope I line it up.
Well, let's go over and see what people are saying over on YouTube. Hello, YouTubers.
Are you on all of them now, Mom?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that one's better. So I don't know why my platform is being weird. I'm going to try it again with the platform, but anyways. Actually, I might go to the other one. Okay, I'm stamping mine 50,000 times. And since you have the stamp, if you want to stamp it 50,000 times, you can do that too. I think I need a dilly bar tonight. Not a dilly bar, a fudge nut bar.
I'll go for another nut fudge bar. Fudge nut bar, whatever it is. What's the difference between a dilly bar
and a fudge nut bar?
Yeah.
What is the difference?
Yeah.
The fudge nut bar has fudge and nuts. The dilly bar just has the coating.
Oh, I get it. Okay. I haven't had one of those for so long. I didn't know what it was like anymore. Oh my gosh. That's a sad thing, isn't it? Buster bar.
Buster bar. Yes. At some Dairy Queen locations, it's called a Buster bar.
Well, I think that it used to be called a Buster bar here too, didn't it? Or was it always a fudge nut bar?
I don't know.
The answer to anything over here, I think.
Yeah. So, all right. I'm giving up on this tree for now, or at least in these colors.
Well, Diane said the colors are gorgeous anyway. Yes.
Yeah. I'm not as happy with it as I was my original one. Let's just put it that way. So, okay. Now I did splatter. If you want to splatter, you can splatter. If you don't want to risk it for the biscuit, then don't splatter. Totally up to you. When I splatter, I tend to make a mess, so I'm going to cover up some of my stuff. I'm going to cover up my sample.
You know, what does that word retire mean anyway? Retire. You know, if you put new treads on a car, you call it retreaded. I'm not retired because I never was tired.
I'm using a chocolate on that note, I'm using a chocolate re-inker to do my splattering, and I probably put too much chocolate there. You can never have too much chocolate, right, Mom?
That is for sure. Oh. What? Gary Stroop waffled yet for running energy? The tree is pretty. I don't know what you're talking about. Gary. Oh, not Gary. Okay, now it makes sense.
Oh, get the Stroop waffle? Oh, I got it. I didn't get it at first either.
Well, it says Gary. And I was wondering who Gary Stroop waffle was.
Oh, we were just having all kinds of fun, aren't we?
Well, when your computer goes crazy, you get a little crazy too.
Yeah.
It rubs off.
I'm just going to show my good one. So, all right, I'm going to trim my words.
By the way,
Yes.
your dad and I, used to raise monarchs. Now I have 2 in chrysalis. I have 6 that are still munching. I have 2 new ones that hatched this morning, and 1's still in an egg form. So
Nice.
I have 11. Oh, and I'm going to run out.
So I did pop this up. So I popped that up and I popped that up. This layer has to be trimmed just slightly, and I'm still not happy with mine, so I'm not going to attach it because I am going to do a different one later. I am going to say this is how it's supposed to look. I'm just not happy with mine. So I'm not attaching my top layer. So go ahead, pop up your top layer that you stamped on, and then pop up your words, but trim those off. And then we're calling it a day on that one.
Hello, Serenity. Serenity is joining us over on Brass Bliss
Oh, nice.
page.
I'm turning that over because it has wet
Pay
ink
no
on the back of
attention
it.
to the person behind the screen.
All right, well, let's go on to this one, and I am going to try my stamp platform one more time. Why, you ask? Because I'm bound and determined to figure out what's going on here.
Well, that's the way I felt about my computer too, so.
So, yes, I am going to do that.
I can't figure out what my password is in Facebook.
This one I also did use one of our blocks from the second set, and I believe I used this one right here. Actually, that one, it's either that one or the next smaller size. I don't think it really matters. So that's the one I'm going to use on this card. It does not really matter a hill of beans which one you use.
A hill of beans.
Yeah, which I can only find 2 of them at the moment. They're probably missing with my, oh no, the third one is right here. Oh, actually, I think it is this one right here. So either the one in the, either the one of the 2 medium-sized ones, okay? Not the smallest and not the 2 biggest. But like I said, I don't think it really matters. So this backs our word. You're going to pick one of your words. We have our envelope. We have our card base and our black and our cement. I'm going to go ahead and attach those layers right to the front of the card so I don't have to worry about smooching them or anything.
Smooching. Now there's another word. Smooge.
Smooge. Let's get them out of the way before my fingers get dirty. For my black, you did not get a black in your mini ink cubes. I used this is the black I'm using, which I absolutely love. It doesn't dry immediately. Sometimes I do take a heat gun to it. Ink and drying is a whole, it can dry. It has to do with the paper. It has to do with how hard you stamp. It has to do with humidity. Once I was teaching at Stamp Away in Cincinnati, and it was really humid, and the inks dried perfect when I was here, and then when I went and taught, nothing was drying. My same ink pads. So it totally there's a lot of factors that have to do with stamping and ink drying. And paper, for sure, but also how heavy you stamp, how used your ink pad is, the humidity. So I have a heat tool sitting right next to me, and I keep that. And if I really want to make sure that I don't smooch anything, I do pull out my heat tool and I'll just heat set it. But yeah, there's so many factors that can affect drying. So, all right. I am also using the two lightest grays, which I believe are Fog and Mist, and I stamped them 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you use the third biggest one, they do overlap a little bit because you want to leave a little border going around. If you use the second smallest one, then I think you can butt them closer up to each other. So it doesn't matter. And if you want to use a different color, if you want to use tans, because you did get some tans in there that I did not use in the class kit, use the tans. You can do whatever you want because it's your card. I can't see what you're doing. And even if I could see what you were doing, I wouldn't yell at you at all if you were taking my class. I would just be like, you do you.
Well, I went to look up the word smooge.
Is smooge a word?
Smooge is a word.
Oh.
I spelled it S-M-O-O-D-G-E, and it says it's an intransitive verb, and a variant of that is smooge, S-M-O-O-G-E. It's to curry favor in a fawning manner. Oh.
What does that mean? I don't even know what that means.
Chiefly Australia. Well, I don't get this. It's the history of this word.
You see, you never know what you're going to get when you're with us on a Thursday or a Sunday.
Then there's smooch. Well, we know what smooch is.
Yep, we know what smooch is.
That's entry number 3.
All right.
So. Smooch. Smooch means smudge or smear.
Oh, okay.
But smooge.
Well, I'm saying what I want to say.
And then it gives smooch as a noun. Smooch, S-M-O-O-C-H.
Linda, do you know what the difference is between VersaFine and the new VersaFine Clair? I would say that I don't exactly know. If I had to guess, I heard that the VersaFine Clair you can emboss with. So if somebody has a better answer or a real answer, because I'm just guessing, mine is not real. But if somebody has where they actually know, do tell. So yeah, the medium one you're overlapping a little, and it doesn't matter. Your tree's going to cover it up anyways.
VersaFine Clair
versus just the regular VersaFine. But I heard with the Clair you can emboss with it. I never have, but I heard you can. Okay, stamp platform. And I'm not going to clean it either. I'm just going to go right over it with the black. And I'm going to try and put my magnets on there. Virginia embosses with the VersaFine. Okay. Well, I'm curious.
Should go to the Sukaneko
website.
I'm so mad at Sukaneko for getting rid of their little duo-dabbers. I love the duo-dabber duos. I whine about that every time I get an opportunity.
Why am I putting the placement of my magnets where I put them? Because my words are going to go right there. So if something happens where my magnets are dirty, all right, here we go, stamp platform. Cooperate. I really think it has to do with the give on my table. See that? See right there.
Okay.
Right there. I can see exactly where it's missing.
Okay, so here's what it says.
Okay.
Do
tell.
Do tell. When comparing VersaFine
See, now it filled in.
To VersaFine ink pads, regular ink pads, the choice depends on personal preference and specific needs. Clair offers a more secure and airtight lid, which can be beneficial for those who prefer not to re-ink their pads frequently.
Okay.
On the other hand, VersaFine ink pads come in 2 sizes, which some users may find more cumbersome.
Okay.
Clair is available in 24 in rich and vibrant shades. It keeps bouncing around, making it a great option for those who want a wider range of colors. VersaFine ink pads, on the other hand, are available in a range of rich and earthy colors and offer up to 5 times as many stamped images as a regular ink pad.
Oh.
Both inks are water resistant and suitable for use with water-based markers and watercolors. Ultimately, the best choice depends on the user's specific requirements and preferences.
Okay.
All right.
Bernice said press on the back of the platform. So Bernice, I just have a question on that. I'm just wondering if you are saying while my stamp and paper's in there to actually turn it over and press on the back. I'm just curious because I've never tried that. I may be trying it with the next card, but it did end up filling in. So I'm happier with that one. Yay.
Okay, so Linda Beyer, now do you understand?
I don't understand either.
I don't. Oh my gosh.
I am going to clean this off right away because I have to do purple. I shouldn't have done black before I did purple, but whatever. I do have a Misty too, so I'm wondering if Bernice is saying to push on the back that way, because I might try that next time. All right, so now I just need to pick some words, and I did put sympathy on here just because this just seemed like a sympathy card. Sending caring thoughts is nice. That could be sympathy or get well.
You can use VersaFine Clair for embossing. It is not only embossable, but also waterproof once dry.
Okay. And then I'm also backing it with the cement. So you do need to cut it to the width, which is, I don't have the width cut.
So VersaFine Clair's vibrant colors and smudge proof or smooge proof.
Smooge proof 3.75 is your length of your cement.
Wow.
So then this one is just cut slightly smaller. Oh, maybe I do have my cement. I do have my cement cut to size. So you're only cutting the width of your white words to whatever, 3.62 if you want to be technical about it.
If you really want to know more, you can go to
The Sukaniko website.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Virginia said she likes both because they have so many different colors. I'm kind of like that too, where I don't, I go by the color of the ink pad, not necessarily just the brand. Because one brand might have a color that you like, so you go with it because it's got the shade that you want. So. All right, I'm going to attach that, and then I'm going to trim, and then I'm going to pop it up with foam tape. So we don't always, it was kind of nice to have, or I think it's kind of nice to have stamps where we're actually doing a stamping class. started out years ago and it was all stamping, and then dies, or then there was punches and embossing folders, and then bam, the dies hit. Which I resisted the dies for a little bit, and then I was like, nope, I got to do it. Okay. What?
So I asked Linda if now she understood the difference, and she's not really. I get it. Just play with it. See which ones you like better.
Yep. I don't have the black regular VersaFine. I only have the VersaFine Clair, so I don't have anything to compare it to. I almost think you need to compare the same color to the same color.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and part of my thing with my last one could have been the ink pads. Even though it's the same ink, I think the little cubes have a sponge, or more of a foamy sponge than the felt.
Oh yeah.
Where the big ink pad has more of the felt.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have been just the application. Oh no. Hang on, I'm looking. I don't know if they're different. I don't know, but they might, maybe it was the application. Who knows? But anyways, I'm happy with that one. That one I'm happy with, yay. Okay, I'll keep that one. We're gonna go on
Beautiful. Beautiful.
We're gonna go on to this one, which I picked this card base because the ultramarine matches the purple haze. The purple haze is kind of a weird color. What?
Oh, Duran said, well, I just lost my tree stamp. The whole thing. On my table, right in front of me.
Okay, so now I don't feel so bad that I lost my mini ink cubes on my table. Who knows? I'll find them at some point. So yeah, it's got to be there. Did you look on the back of your stamp platform?
I hate that when somebody comes in and just steals that one thing
Yeah.
that you just had.
So in here, let's talk about the white really quick. There's 3 sizes. The one that is the 3.75 by 5 goes on the inside of your card. That we're going to attach right away.
I don't feel so bad that I lose stuff either.
Yeah. Sometimes it's on the back of something.
But a whole...
Well, not the whole stamp, but well, it could be.
I'm the way I am today because I had a bazillion kids and I was playing multiplication tables with them.
What do you mean? You had 3. That's not a bazillion.
No, today.
Oh! Okay.
At Costco. I had a bunch of kids today at Costco.
Okay, so now, before we attach this on, we are going to stamp. And you can use any stamp you want. You could use this little texture one. I just used the big one. You could use and you don't have to. If you just want it clean and simple, you don't have to stamp down the side. But when you're going to stamp the top one, you'll see that one is wider than the other. One is slightly smaller because I do have... See, I did stamp off, but then I layered it, and that's giving you the white border all the way around. So,
The dog ate it, Hope.
The dog ate it.
The dog.
If it was Charlie, he probably did.
Yep.
So, okay. So let's go on. I'm going to grab a...
Mona says she has a black hole on her desk. And things are always disappearing through it.
See? It's real.
Mona's on YouTube, so you people that are on Facebook can't see this, but Mona, I love it.
Yeah, the struggle is real with losing stuff. Now, Brian's on here. He's probably like, well, of course she's losing stuff. Have you seen her stamp room?
Hey, wait, that stamp room is really better.
Oh, the stamp room is better because Jenny's been in there cleaning it.
Now you won't be able to find anything because she threw it out. We'll blame it on Jenny.
All right. So I am going to just stamp some little borders around down the sides.
I got stuff in my pockets. I'm getting weighted down.
And if you don't want to, then don't. But remember to do your, remember to like season your stamp if you're using it, if it's a brand new one. That was you.
I know.
Okay.
I can't figure out how.
Well, sometimes we think that it's
Yeah, sometimes we think
it's the computer shutting off. But anyways, this ultramarine matches the purple haze. Awesome. All right, and I'm going to take this off and put it back on. I am going to clean my stem because I used it in black. Thank you, Kathleen. Yeah, I thought it added just a little by putting a little texture down the sides.
With the stamps around the edges. I like the look with the
Yeah.
stamps around the edges. Yes,
That's what I just did. All right, now we are going to try the stamp platform again. And again, use the smaller one. If you use the bigger one, it's not going to hurt anything.
We are losing it.
We are losing it.
Yeah. It's funny, we're all thousands of miles from each other. And we're having so much fun. Oh, I wonder what my dad thinks about this.
Now I'm going to put my magnets, because they're going to be covered up right underneath where my words are going to go. You don't always know that when you're starting from scratch, but then that if you have a smooch, you just determine that's where your magnets, or that's where your words are going to go. Okay, here we go. Trying it again. I still think it inks a little different with the big ink pads versus the little cubes.
Oh, I wonder
Why? Okay, I'm going to also try what Bernice said to do. She said flip it over. I hope it all stays in. It stays. That's the first time I've ever done that. Technically, it shouldn't move. Oh, and it worked better.
Lift it a little and push from the back.
Is that what Emily said?
That's what Bernice said.
Or Bernice, I mean.
Lift it a little.
I actually just flipped the whole sucker over. And it's, I don't know if, I didn't peek at it before, but whatever works. And I'm always open to, yeah, that worked good. So, okay, there, I'm happy.
Okay.
Yay. So, okay, on Wednesday I had Ev, and he had a Lego set, and it was for ages 6 or 7 and up. Well, it was hard for even a 59-year-old.
Well, that's the reason, Sarah, because you're 59.
So then this weekend he had a different Lego set, and it was for 4+, and he's 4, and he actually did them all by himself. I was busy with Oliver, putting Oliver down for a nap, and I showed him how to look at the pages, and the directions are much easier on the 4+ than the 7-year-old. And
Pictures.
Yes, it had better picture instructions. So, anyways, I don't know where I was going with that.
Yay
I just
for
thought
the
I would
person
share.
Who wrote the instructions.
Yeah. Now, my instructions that you guys get, I'm sure there's typos in there. I'm usually rushing to get them done. So maybe I should go all picture instructions, and then we don't have to worry about that. Okay. All right. Again, you're going to stamp the chocolate for the tree trunk. You know, clear blocks were kind of a game changer too.
Oh.
I mean, I do like wood and red rubber,
Mm-hmm.
but there's something to be said about being able to see through.
Oh, big time. Big time, I think.
So, just saying.
I like to be able to see through.
Mm-hmm. Stamping has evolved so much when you think about, I mean, because the shadow stamps, like these stamps, really big, along with the seashell ink pads,
Mm-hmm.
way back long time ago. So I was kind of drawn to those when I was talking to Robin. He's like, well, I have these stamp sets, and I have quite a few of them. And I was like, oh, those are from like ancient ago.
Yeah.
So back to the basics. That's what I'm feeling like. Back to like stamping in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where did my set go? Okay, Hope. Now I can't find my set.
Linda says, wait a minute. The stamp platform was the game changer for Bernice. And Linda Byer said, I have 2 white oblong layers.
Yep. So,
Are we getting to that?
yep, we're getting to that. Yes.
The tree trunk would make a scary tree.
So the larger one goes behind, and it just gives you a slight white border. See how I stamped off right here? And then instead of it going right onto there, you guys know that. I like borders. So I just put a white border behind it, and it's super small. And if you're like, hey, I want to save that piece of paper for something else, you rock on and you do you.
You're right, Virginia. Perfection is overrated.
Yeah.
She said, I don't mind the typos.
Oh, here's my watercolor tree. I can put my tree trunk away. So yes, you can attach your 2 layers, or you can save a layer, and then attach your stamped layer over the top of it. And then there was a little brown layer and a white layer, and this is, you're going to use the ultramarine, and you're going to stamp your words, and this time it's the bigger word. It's thank you for brightening my world. I didn't attach those yet, but I will. And remember to season it with your eraser. Nice. Okay.
Found it!
Yay!
It's hidden in the opening of my die cut machine.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
an Anna Griffin one. Ugh. Well, at least you found it.
At least you
Yay.
found it. Now, I'm sure somebody put it there besides yourself. Like, okay. Yay. Okay, done with that. I didn't have a stamp platform for the longest time, but it is nice being able to stamp, you know, your image a second time.
Yes.
Or a third time, or whatever you need.
You know what this means? I have too much crap on my table anyway.
Well, there is that. I mean, I can totally relate with that. Like, a lot. Oh, I should have left my ultramarine out. I'm gonna trim this. All right, and then I am going to back that in my coffee bean. Actually, I'm going to attach it and then back it, or then trim it.
So I was serving cherry cheese Danish at Costco today. And this one little girl, maybe 11, 12, 13, I said, is it good? She said, so good.
That's funny.
I said,
She was
hired.
enjoying, huh?
You're hired. You got it. Come and stand by me all day. I like your nail colors, Sarah.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Jean Clark.
I did get my nails done. So I was, sometimes I can't decide, but I was wearing a shirt yesterday that was about this color. So I'm like, that looks like a good color.
Mm.
My nails were beat up. And I said that to Lee, who does my nails. I'm like, I was biking and camping and I was hard on my nails. It was a bad nail month.
You use them for lots of different things. Okay.
Whew. Yeah.
Yep.
And so I made an appointment and didn't think I'd be able to get in on Saturday, and they had an opening. I was shocked because I was going to have to wait till Monday, but so I was happy to. Had a very productive weekend this weekend, along with having the boys. All right, and I'm popping this up. If I can find my foam tape, it's in the black hole.
Okay. Couldn't your die cut machine?
Nope, I found it. It was underneath a clear block, so it was a little
What is
bit
this?
easier. Oh, that's a letter opener.
It was black on black. I couldn't
That's
see what it was. It was, what is that? And when I picked it up, I knew what it was too.
So we're getting down to it with class cards. Wendy and I are making the exchange like every other day,
All right.
which is good.
Yep.
Becky was on earlier. Becky, I might be calling you yet. We still have quite a few to do. Okay. Now we're going on to our last one, which this is just using 3 sizes of clear. So it's using that one, if I can find them, that one, and that one. Oh, Virginia, you used a, what color did you use between the two, Virginia? Curious. Okay, and then I did use my ultramarine on the largest one, and my pistachio on that one. And this one says it's
Cardboard between
lilac.
the 2 white cards.
Oh, cardboard.
Yes. Virginia used.
I thought I
cardboard.
read it as cardstock. Maybe
Card-
maybe a brown.
Cardboard.
The sales for the warehouse sale classes. Well, the in person, we still have openings in. We still have openings in the make and take and the beautiful backgrounds. Cards is sold out except for on Saturday there's openings. And virtual wise, I'm not sure. I'm actually going to go home tonight and I was not going to work, but I think I am going to work because I need to start. They're all entered into a spreadsheet, so I just need to count them. But I like to enter them into my computer system, which will just print a report instead of me counting. So
Virginia said she just wanted to pop it up.
Oh, pop it up. Oh, like we've been doing.
Yes.
Where we've been using that white board
yes.
to pop it up. So instead of foam tape,
Yes.
yes, I get it now.
I do too.
Or I could change all my X's on my spreadsheet to a 1 and then I could total them in my thing. Right now I just put an X there, but it doesn't understand that for totals.
Oh, there is a way to total that too.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, we're not going to talk about that now, but maybe you can fill me in
Yes.
tomorrow.
cone with, yeah, I
Okay.
know what that is.
Okay. So we have our card base. We have our black layer. I'm going to just attach my black layer right away. Oh, I've got two. Okay, why are there two in here? This is why there's two. Because you have two flowers, so I thought you could make two card fronts. I only gave you one card base. But if you want to stamp two card fronts, because you don't have to do the pattern that I did on here, like you could just do a line of cubes. You could do random cubes in random colors. You could do whatever you want. But if you want to play, I gave you an extra one because you have two flowers. So you could make two card fronts. You just have to provide your card base. So that's what that's for. I'm only going to do one in class. So I'm going to attach my black to my base. But yeah, you can use the cubes. When Beth started doing them from Endless Creations, she actually, I think she was even before Hero Arts did it, she was the first one, like we're talking a long time ago, where she started, with the rubber stamps of the squares, the shadow stamps. Mm-hmm. I am almost sure she's the one that started it.
Really?
And then Hero ripped it off, which it's just a shadow stamp,
yeah.
But everybody has them. But I'm pretty sure she's the one that started that.
Wow.
And she used the seashell ink pads because they're very light.
Yeah.
And she stamped, and then she used the Marby brush markers and would color on the flower. So she'd color the flower top
yes.
bright pink or red, and she'd use a green Marby brush marker to do the bottom, and then huff it and then stamp it.
Oh God, they were always huffing in my store.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm almost sure that she's the one. But we sold a ton of those seashell ink pads for that specific thing. So.
Isn't it funny?
We grew up in stamping together. So, anyways, I used this darker one because I did a white die cut on top of it. Now, in the old days when they started...
Jill from...
Beth from Endless Creations. Did I say Jill?
I didn't think so.
Okay. But it's Beth from Endless Creations. So.
It's been a long weekend.
Yeah.
Sure was very productive this weekend.
Oh, it was really productive. I did overlap my, and it doesn't matter if they're perfect. You can turn it, that little dot can be on different sides, and I did overlap them. But you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
It works with doing a darker ink pad because we did the white die cut on top of it.
Yeah, it is good to know her process.
But see, when you stamp them on top of each other, then you get the darker color.
Linda Beyer says she's got all the Hero Arts squares.
Yep.
Et cetera,
Well,
et cetera.
Endless Creations, Beth, like that, it was a very smaller company. So then when Hero Arts came out with them, it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah. So, which is fine. Okay. And then I just filled in with my green.
And seashell inks, yes.
Yep, the seashells. I still have, or did I get rid of my seashells?
Oh.
But yeah, that's why this kind of just took me back to
Yep.
the beginning. Alrighty, now I'm going on to
Virginia really likes these colors together. I do too. Nice colors together.
They're not normally my jam, but I do like them. I kind of went back to the area of the mini ink cubes, and I'm like, what colors of mini ink cubes do we have? So I really had no artistic reason for picking these colors besides
they were there.
They were there. So yes, if there would have been like a teal and a lime and a yellow, that would have been what I would have picked because that's what I'm drawn to. So it's this, I went back there to see what colors there were. I do like this ultramarine though. But yeah, if you want to keep stamping,
reminds me of Argyle.
Yeah, if you want to keep stamping on your other one, oh, I missed a green. If you want to keep stamping on your other layering swatch, you just go right ahead. I'm going to get to assembling. Now, I did add glitter, and that's totally up to you, whether you want to glitter the top of your flower. But I'm just going to attach that on there. I probably should have made sure I had a clean work surface before I turned my stamped one over. So it's good to get outside of my comfort zone and my normal color palette and do other things.
It is, and we just sometimes don't do that.
No.
But narrow borders, on the other hand.
Yeah, narrow borders. I've done some wider borders.
Oh, good.
At the moment, I don't know where my glitter is, so I'm not going to put glitter on it right now because glitter, it's in my stamp room actually. I can always put stickles on after the fact.
That's just what I was thinking about.
I think that's Glossy Accents. But I did pop this guy up. So I cut little strips for on my
Gary
my
Berlin
leaves.
and Company. Is this your tag on here, or is that mine?
What do you mean? That's his.
Gary Berlin was at a stamp show we were at one time, way back a long time ago, like 2000 and.
Yeah, he still does shows. He's just, I think he's has a different.
When they close up a shop, they just leave everything.
What do you
When
mean?
they close up a show, they don't want to. They don't want to take it back.
Oh.
Anything that's left over. Who wants this stuff? Come and get it.
Oh, he doesn't do that anymore.
Doesn't he?
No, not at retail shows. It might have been a wholesale show.
It was a wholesale show.
Oh.
It was a wholesale show. Come and get it. Or this is his sticker on there. These cards were wonderful, Sarah. Thank you so much. That's Jean Clark.
Oh, you're welcome.
You did great with time. 4 cards in a little over an hour. Yeah. He was at Stamp Away.
Yes, he was at Stamp Away. And I think he's called something else now, Cleveland Art Supply.
Hmm.
All right, 2 more little pieces of foam tape. Then we're calling, well, I'm going to turn it over. Then we're calling it a night. And the jury's still out whether I'm going to go home and work or just watch Big Brother and play my game. Veg. Chill time.
Oh, I think that's for me. I like my Saturdays. I like last Saturday. I was so bored yesterday because it wasn't last Saturday.
Oh. Yeah, I did have a very productive weekend. I think I might need some chill time. I think you need chill time every once in a while.
Sure do.
Oops.
Called rejuvenation. Cleveland Art Supply.
Oh, come on. I hate when I cut little things of foam tape because then you have to pick the little things off. And I don't know. I think foam tape adhesive sticks to my nails more. You're chillaxing?
Chillaxing.
I think I'm going to chillax too.
It was stormy out yesterday here in Appleton.
Oh, yeah.
It stormed. So it was like at 11:30 in the morning it was pitch black. My outdoor lights came on.
I went to get my nails done at noon.
Mm.
And so, yeah, when I walked in, I was like, got caught in the rain.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, we do have words to do on here yet, too. Forgot the words. Okay. Words. Then we can chillax. So you have in here, you have some words and you have some black. So you're going to decide what word you want. I think I'm going to do one of the longer words on this one. Your friendship makes me smile. And then I'm going to attach it to my black and then trim it off. All right. And I should have trimmed my sides off before, but okay. Pull out the trimmer one more time. There we go. One last thing and then we're call it a night. So let's see.
Oh my goodness. Merle Helper didn't realize you had a class tonight. She just stumbled across you.
Oh, nice. Well,
now I have something to watch while I finish my nephew's birthday card.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is usually Crafters Classroom is the second Saturday. I've been going on Sundays instead of Saturdays. Just, I don't know why. We started on a Sunday one night.
Yeah.
And we just liked it. So we've been going on Sunday instead of Saturday. And then we're a week late, though, because I had so much going on. So, anyways, here we are. Yep, when we're doing Crafters Classroom, you'll usually find us on Sunday. and sometimes we're late. And next month we have virtual classes the 15th through the 19th, so we don't have a set Crafters Classroom and Fun Time Thursday. We just have a whole week. So anyways, here's what we did tonight. I still do have kits and stamp sets. You might get different ink pads just because I ran out of some of the mini ink cubes, so I might have to sub some different colors in there. So your tree might not be that color combination, which I think is fine. Or you could use your own. You'll still get mini ink cubes, you just won't get the exact colors. So anyways, thanks for joining us tonight, guys. It's been fun. And we will see you on Thursday, and I will be showing some warehouse sale class cards, just a sneak peek. So you'll see some of those next Thursday and every Thursday after that until the warehouse sale.
Thanks for the feedback about Sunday.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like Sunday nights.
Yes.
So anyways, I think it was, well, I'm sure there's not a day that works perfectly for everybody.
Yeah.
But it just seems like on Saturday mornings, when you're getting up and going and doing stuff on Saturdays, you know, that's the start of your weekend where you're just kind of winding down on Sundays. So anyways, thanks much, guys, and we'll see you on Thursday. Have a great night. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.